Good morning, children. This is English video session for class 7. The book which we are doing now is Honeycomb. The chapter is 1. The name of the topic is 3 questions. This story is written by Leo Tolstoy. Leotolstoy. Leo Tolstoy. You know how the story progresses? We saw the king who wanted to know the answer for 3 questions. The reason why he wanted to know is he would never fail as a proper good king. He would never fail in his duties as a king. The reason for him to know the answer is he want to be a good king and he shouldn't fail in any of his duties. Because of this reason, he wanted to know the answer for the 3 questions. The 3 questions are: what is the right time to begin something? Which people should he listen to? What is the most important thing for him to do? Okay? What is the right time to begin something? Which people should he listen to? What is the most important thing for him to do? So, king sent messengers throughout his kingdom to find out the answer for these questions, so that and many wise men came forward from all corners. They came to give them they are all wise men, but their answers were so differently, and the king was not quite convinced of the answers given by these wise men. Though the answers given there one way they are right, it's not that they had given the wrong answer, but they were not able to give exactly what is to be done. So when everything felt, if the king felt, was when he feels that he was not satisfied with the answers given by them, he chose to go to the advice, to seek the advice of a certain hermit who is widely known for his wisdom. But there was a problem with this hermit. He lived in a wood, that is the forest. And this forest, people, very simple people lived in. Okay? The hermit lived in a wood which he never left. He saw no one but simple people. And so the king put on ordinary clothes. So just because he has to go there, he has put on ordinary clothes. Before he reached the hermit's hut, he made sure he left his horses. He gave all the jewelry, crown, everything to his bodyguard. He put on ordinary clothes like a kurta or a gentle top, an ordinary cloth, and he went as an ordinary man to the king. In the picture, you can see picture or the hut, that is the house in which the hermit lived. You can see the picture of the hermit, an old man. There you can see the king, and we also see a bearded man. Yes. The king asked the hermit to answer the three questions. But how can I learn the right thing at the right time? Who are the people I need most? And what affairs are the most important? The hermit listened to the king but did not speak. He went on digging. "You are tired," said the king. "Let me take the spade and work in your place." "Thanks," said the hermit, and giving the king the spade, and he went on digging. Who? The king. After digging two bits, he again asked, "Could you please tell me the answer for the questions?" But the king said, the hermit said, did not reply to the question, but he said, "Give me the spade, I shall. It's now you take rest." But the king did not give the spade. Instead, what did he do? He continued, the king continued to dig the beds. It became so dark, okay, like it was sun was setting. And so sun was setting means, so after that you cannot work. Yes. Then what happened? There came a man bearded. With the king asked the question again, "Please um tell me what is the ask." He asked if he know the answer for the, if you could tell me the answer for the three questions are which are which would make him, which he feels are very important for him to know. And if the hermit could answer, and the king also says, "If you don't know the answer, I shall go back. If you don't want to give me an answer, then I shall go home." Here comes, before he could reply, the hermit says, "Here comes someone running." The king turned round and saw the bearded man, and his hands were pressed in the stomach, and and from which blood was flowing. It was just coming out. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. Okay. Now, what did the king do? So, when somebody is in this condition, the first aid things to be done. So, the king removed the man's clothing. He found a large wound. Okay, the king washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but it would not stop. The blood went or goes on, was flowing. He dressed and redressed, dressed again and again until the last bleeding stopped. Okay, so what happened? After that, when it stopped, the man felt better. What did he ask for? He asked something to drink. "Please give me something to drink." By the time so what did the king give the and asked something for drink. The king brought the fresh water and gave it to him. He brought fresh water. By this time, what happened? The sun had set. Cool air started blowing. So it's now to relax. Yes. The king, with the help of the hermit, what did he do? Took the wounded man into the hut and laid on the bed. Because what does he require? He requires lots and lots of rest. Okay. Did the bearded man speak? No, he was very tired. How did he got hurt? The king also don't know. Hermit also don't know. What did he do? The hermit and the king and the hermit, they helped him because he was wounded. He has to be given medical attention. So they cleaned the wound, dressed his wound, and allowed him to take rest. Now, see the king. He is tired of his by his walk and the work he had done. See, imagine a king digging so many beds in the forest. He felt so tired that in the floor he laid down on the floor. Okay, and slept through the night. Whole night he slept. He was feeling so tired that in no time he slept. So the day is over. Okay, the king came to the hermit only with the hope that he would help him with the question. But unfortunately, he did not get it. He waited, and before they could make some arrangement, the bearded man came, and the full focus, full attention was diverted to the hermit. Okay, sorry, to the bearded man, because his life was in danger. He may, if medical help is not extended, he may even die. Okay, so they made sure that he get a proper dressing, and he drank clean water, fresh water, and he was given abundant rest. See the picture of how the king and the hermit help in cleaning the wound. The day was over, and when he woke up, it was several minutes before he could remember where he was or who the strange bearded man lying on the bed was. So, this is not the palace. There is no bed. He's lying in the floor, and here is the bearded man. Who is he? It took some minutes for for anybody to come back to what is the situation. Forgive me, said the bearded man in a weak voice. Okay, he says, forgive me in a very weak voice. When he saw the king was awake, the king is saying, I don't know who you are, and why should I forgive you when I have nothing to do with or forgiving you? Why should I forgive you? Look at the reply given. You do not know, but I know you. I am that enemy of yours who swore revenge on you. So I am none other than the enemy of you. And what do I have for you is revenge. Why revenge against you? Because because you put my brother to death and seized my property. Seized my property, take away my property by force. So now my brother is also dead. All my property is also gone to you, taken away by you. So I was waiting to take revenge on you. So now you understood. But what happened? I knew that you had gone alone to see the hermit, and I made up my mind to kill you on your way back home. So when you are about to return home, I thought I will kill you. But the day passed and you did not return. What happened? You did not turn back at all. So I left the hiding place and I came upon your bodyguards. Your bodyguards recognized me and wounded me. They understood the intention of me also. I have come here only to kill you. So they killed me. They injured me. I escaped from him, but I should have died if you had not dressed my wounds. I wish to kill you, but you have saved my life. But what have you done? You have saved my life. Now, if I live, I will serve you as the most faithful servant and will order my sons to do the same. Okay, children? These are the lines spoken by the bearded man to the king. Forgive me. Okay. Forgive me. He's asking for forgiveness. Is that clear, children? Please read again thoroughly 2 to 3 times and come to the next class. Okay? With this, I stop. Thank you, children.